G'day, guys, and welcome back to Stitch Up. And a brand new episode in Planet Coaster. This is our Thames Valley Studios series, and in particular, episode 8. So, welcome to the episode. We are going to be spending a little bit of time moving on to our cityscape. So, to do that, obviously, you can see on screen here, I need to reroute my one of my transport vehicles and just get that out the way. Very temporarily rerouting that one. And again, this whole process of Thames Valley Studios is all about sort of making this kind of, well, London-esque Canary Wharf style theme park. Not based on Canary Wharf too much, although you can see the Island of Dogs shape pretty much on screen as we speak. But I like the idea of somewhat London-esque theme park with some different elements. I mean, there is a castle in there as well. There's nothing like the Tower of London or any of the castles. Actually, probably nothing like any of the castles we have in the UK. Although, yeah, there might be a couple that are similar in style. None of them come to mind at the moment. I have visited a couple of castles this year, but I can't remember the names of those. So I've actually started to get together a whole lot of skyscrapers, and I'll pop them over here on the east side, on the east part of the river, and just start to get happy with, or just start to pull out some of the in-game and also some of the content created, and some of the created ones off the workshop that people have made, and I'm just trying to get ones that will work pretty well. I get distracted with boats, you'll see quite a bit there too, but we're actually going ahead and going to place this cityscape down, and then throughout the episode I want to look at things like and by the way, this cityscape is meant to be a divider in the park. It's essentially the Woody of the park. So instead of having a Princess Castle or something like that, I've got this sort of really high, kind of realistically high, because some of these skyscrapers are actually that big. So you'd probably say, well, why are you taking up so much room in your park, in the middle of your park, to do this? And the idea is that rides around it have it as a backdrop, and that it is a focal point, and it's like we've built this giant skyscraper. It's like, how do they do it's not just giant skyscraper, this city full of skyscrapers, and we will fill it so it looks like a proper kind of, well, mini Manhattan, yeah, somewhat the Isle of Dogs. Hey, even Melbourne city skyline is coming along really good. And speaking of city skylines, yeah, I got a brand new series out. Oh, sorry, I got a brand new series in production at the moment in City Skylines 2, which has just come out. Fantastic game. So keep an eye out for that. Just while we're doing that, then of course we're playing in Factorio, our Waterworld series. Really challenging myself to make a somewhat Mega Basey type base in Factorio, and that's coming along in the Waterworld series. I think we're up to episode 15 or so, and it's cruising through. I think we're up to Purple Science, maybe Purple Science, but yeah, I'll probably get to around 35 to 40 episodes, I think, for this one, but we'll see. It's all dependent on how we go, and it's a nice slow burn. I love that. And of course, I've got a brand new series in Voxel Tycoon, which is probably on by the time this video is out, it's probably on episode 2, and we've got a very vanilla-ish back to basics Voxel Tycoon coming along, less modded and more fun. Well, how could it be less modded and more fun? But it can be. We'll see. So jump in and see Voxel Tycoon as well. I wanted to just go back here. You can see me playing around with some vehicles on screen, and what I'm trying to do here is get together the road markings so that I can replicate these throughout the cityscape. Now, the cityscape is going to also be slightly functional because I plan to build a ride. One of my rides is going to be one of my rides here is going to be the Towering Inferno, and it's going to be a pretty much a dark ride. Yeah, more to come on that. Somewhat based on the original Towering Inferno movie, but a new version. Not the Rocks version, because that was atrocious. But yeah, we'll be looking at Towering Inferno, the ride, coming up soon. And of course, we've got other things happening as well, like Dante's Peak, the ride still in production for over a couple of years, but picking that one up again. Deep Blue Sea, the ride's always going to be something I work on. I love it, and I'll be getting back into that soon. I'm getting into some pre-planning of that one. I'm going to make some changes and change the ride vehicle on that particular one. But I think, yeah, setting the cityscape up and having a dark ride where people can really get some height, and that would be really cool. And I can imagine some of the drops would be good, although we don't want it to be super roller coastery. It's meant to be a dark ride, but there will be some drops, and I want to focus on some special effects as well. So I will be there'll be more to come on that, much more to come on the Towering Inferno. But this here, the cityscape is just a different. It's just like I said. It stands alone as something that I want to create, and I love creating it. I also like the idea that the ride vehicle will go around the city, and in amongst the skyscrapers, and I think that's really cool. And Yeah, I'll also be able to open up parks and plazas and put in, even carousels sitting inside a park in the middle of the city could be good. I'd like to also talk to you about a new blueprint that I've been working on in Planet Coaster. I've been working on, and again, this is for another separate standalone ride, separate to this series. But I think I'll use the building blueprint in here because I've kind of I spent about 9 hours so far building it. I've started to make a version of the British Museum with its, I think, Doric columns. I'm really into Greek architecture at the moment, and I guess some ancient Roman architecture, but any of this kind of sort of modern Greek style architecture is really tickling my fancy at the moment. And having just been fairly recently, to Athens, anyway, I'm building. Whoa, hey, Athens, British Museum, can you give the Elgin marbles back, please? But yes, I'm thinking of also creating another ride. I've got a lot of projects on the go, but there is another ride that I'm working on for the British Museum. And it's going to be, well, the aim for it would be a series. So I'm creating this asset, a good reproduction of the British Museum, and that building hasn't changed much, well, apart from a major renovation in the 90s by Norman Foster, I think. Sir Norman Foster, who designed the building I work in. But yeah, Norman Foster, love him or hate him, but I believe he did the reading room courtyard in the British Museum, I hope so. Otherwise, I've completely mocked that up. Just looking at the spacing of these buildings here because I want to be able to peer through the skyscrapers. They shouldn't be touching each other, and I think I'll regret my decision there. And that space should be a lot further apart. So I will probably go back and fix that at some point. I think I've just given them a little alleyway, and it's not realistic. It's starting to space out a little bit more, but I think there should be a tiny bit more there, but we'll see. Of course, we want things to appear as a cluster, but not unrealistic. So you go, well, hang on. Anyway, the British Museum is going to be a base asset to base a series of individual YouTube videos around that will be complete just videos of rides. So we'll be trying to just upload same as the Deep Blue Sea. When that's finished, that's not meant to be a downloadable park, although I might put it on the workshop. Here we go with the four-way intersection on screen as well. That's coming along. But the idea of British Museum will be that you can base a series of rides off it, and I love the idea that these rides start off at the front of the British Museum, and I just have this picture at night time of horses clip-clopping through the streets where the British Museum is, and some rain, and hey, a bit Indiana Jones, a bit sort of, Doctor, come inside, let me tell you about the new discovery from Egypt, and then we'll transport, from there we'll transport into maybe Egypt or the Mayan temples and things like that. So not an Indiana Jones ride, but a dark ride. I love the idea of discovery. I love the idea of Sir Francis Drake. I love the idea of Columbus, and although that's he's been cancelled, so we can't, we can't overly Columbus it. Here's me trying to make a perfectly symmetrical four-way intersection, and that will be replicated. So just want to get this template right. And you can see here I'm trying to line everything up and grab the right parts, and I've got my 4 markers in the middle, and here's me grabbing everything. And then when I do that, you'll remember that I'm rotating things at 90 degrees, and so once I rotate them, I'm duplicating assets. I've got to be careful to make sure that I don't stack the assets on top of each other. Yeah, we get these footpath templates right, and in a moment we'll go into the free play version of this episode, or the free play part of this episode, where we'll go into the live bit. I now move on to a new skyscraper that I want to put in, and you can see here that some of the skyscrapers in the background that I'm going to use on this wide shot, and I start to put in this really important corner where I want this glass skyscraper. This skyscraper reminds me of the Sears Tower in Chicago, and it's an in-game asset. I don't believe this is. I think this is one from the game. No, I think it's from the workshop. It might be from the workshop. But yeah, you can see the scale there. Look at the. What am I grabbing here? Is that a? That is a bush there, but you can see just that one story in the podium level of the building opposite, and we're getting some scale. And I've left this part of the recording in, but I did want to just I will be taking out this as well and making some changes in the live part in just a few moments. But I wanted to talk about the idea of merging buildings together. Now these two buildings were created as to complement each other, definitely by the same architects, definitely under the same kind of set and theme, and that tall building is like the Sears Tower, isn't it? The Willis building even, I think it's called now. But these two buildings here, I love the idea of merging them, and I tried to do it nicely. I tried to find the right amount of merge, and I think it was good because you get one style of building from one part and one of another. But I regret my decision here, and I've thought about it, and I'm going to take them away. I may use the second building, I may modify it, but I will get rid of one of them. I'm pretty sure I'll get rid of the second edition. So very shortly we'll jump into the free play section of the video, and I'll take you on a little bit of a tour, and we'll talk about some things, and we might even do some skyscraper creation, which could be good fun. I love the idea of Billionaires Row and the super tall, super thin skyscrapers of modern New York City. So I'll see you in the live play section. Okay, welcome to the live play part of the episode, and yeah, let's zoom back and have a bit of a look at overall. I mean, you can see here the original part of the park is really getting there. If we look at the footprint of how big the park can be, you can see the square here. I guess if we divide it into 1/3, 2/3, and 3/3, then I'm only really built on half of 1/3, so 1/6 that I've sort of completed out, and I am very happy with this. There's little bits more to go. I mean, it was ages ago that we started our Brutalist Hotel here, anyway, we're coming along nicely. I'm sort of happy with this, and there'll be lots of little changes here and there, but now moving on to this other third in the middle here, and let's get in and have a look at some things. And I did end up deleting that second building, and I don't think I know, did I delete it? Yeah, I did. I actually just deleted it. Okay, it probably isn't good to have two of those same buildings in here. Now I don't like how these two are the same height, and I don't like how they both got the same antennae. So I'm wondering if because they both got double antennae, and I'm not too sure about that. So what I'm going to do, I think what I'm going to do, yeah, I am. I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to edit. Just take a little moment to edit. Thank you very much. Right, and I want to grab just this one. So I want to grab, actually no, sorry, I don't want to edit the building. I want to go, not edit the building. I want to move the building. I'm going to go M. No, and I don't want to do that. Oh my god, I haven't played Live Planet Coaster for a few weeks. Oh my god. Okay, so I just want to go advanced move X. There we go. Now, let's have a look at it. and we're looking at the green arrow just to drop it. So let me just drop it down here, and I'll see where's a good spot to drop it. But I'm thinking of maybe making this guy so it's not the tallest in the building. This could be good. I think I like the idea that this and this are the same height, so the podium level is sort of that. But if that does that, then that gets me sort of this height, which is good. And then I do like the red and white antenna of that building there, so it's not too bad. I think I'm going to go with that and just drop him down a little bit and make him so he's not one of the tall ones, but he is kind of, he probably was when the city was first built. Now I wouldn't mind if I can also, oh, you know what, let's do it, let's get into it, let's just do this. I'm going to take these guys off. And grab you as well and just delete. Yeah. Okay, so that is all a little bit different to how we thought this might go. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And now I want to see as well if I can. Okay, so that's good. Happy with that. We don't need to know how the basic controls work, although maybe we do. Now let me just grab this guy at this rotation here, and rotating with the Z key. Well, this guy over here is that way, so let's put him here. But I'm gonna be careful about right angles because, you know, let's see about the height first. Let's see if we can work out what we're doing with the height situation. Yeah, I think he's pretty good. I think I do like the height of this one. We could, you know, I want them to come down here because you do want to view the city across this bridge, and I like that you're coming on at the angle of 45 degrees here, so when you come across that bridge you're coming at it from 45 degrees and seeing the cityscape. So I think if we put this guy somewhere like here, that would work really well. So let's grab a city block first and just put him back to where he needs to go, and let's grab another city block and get him in there. And I think I'm going to make the city blocks around this size here. So if I wanted to just stop grabbing things, and then I wanted to grab other things. Okay, let me just take out this. Yeah, let me just take out sort of that. Yep. And we'll leave the rest for the moment. Yeah, no problem. Now I want to grab, please. So I'm going to try and grab here. This. No, hang on. Let me do that better. Let me just do everything better. Should we do that? Yeah, those. I want to grab those. I think I want to grab these. And I want to say duplicate. And now, how easy is this going to be just to put? If I go Z and Z, I'm thinking that if I do that, I don't mind that. That's not bad. I'm just looking at this for lengths and directions. Now, maybe I want to do that actually. Yeah, I think I do. I think I want to do this. And just get that sort of smaller angle there. I mean, I think all these buildings are missing podium level, and it's interesting because podium level, like I'm talking about this first sort of level here, you need to detail the bottom of the buildings. Even this building here, which I've sunk into the ground, it's not detailed, and I may end up just putting some podium level on there as some decoration, so things might move a little bit. And I guess if you did that, then this building, for example, would move back. But yeah, they really do generally have some podium level up there. Yeah, we'll need to think about that. Okay, well, I can fix up all the lines and everything in between episodes, but I wanted to just kind of get the size of these city blocks together. I now wanted to pick up. Sorry. Oh, yep, I'm still into this building, so that's nice. Great. Let me try and grab this and go duplicate. And then get you here. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, I like that. And then I think now, because at least we're getting, you know, some different kind of yeah, we can see where the boundaries are going to be. So I think that kind of works quite nicely as well. And let's just make sure that we're just all having the right amount of fun here with these guys, because if you, not that one. Oh, definitely not that one. If I need to actually go into the building, please, and then grab that, and then they should fit in here nicely. And And then let's just get these guys coming along. I'm looking at these at probably not the best angle as well. Let's just put it on up here. Go back and fill in a little bit later. Yeah, there and here, with our little friend going here, 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 and here, which is nice. Okay, let's see if we can get that building in there now. I mean, we can actually just do this as well, and then go Z, little ZZ, and then put this guy into here. Nice. Okay, jump out of that. Okay, let's go grab our friend again. Just unselect the footpaths and so grab the building. Here we go. We wanna move him, don't we? Yeah, and we like that sort of orientation. So he could be here. That could be nice. And I think if he is there, I'm just going to put him right against the edge of it, and then we can put, like, you know, garbage trucks and things at the bottom, and try and sort of make the bottom of it kind of work quite well. I do like how there's a front though. There is a front to this building. Yeah, there is a front to it. Okay, what we could do is we could go ZZ and put the front here. And then that would just spread them out a little bit. That works quite well. Yeah, that would work really well for this. Okay, so we want to get back here. We'll just move. Let's move some of these guys out the way. So him, and we want him to be just. We'll put him here. Might as well put him on the road, because, you know, that's where he should be. What is that? Is it smoke? Yes. And you can go on the road as well. Thank you very much. Okay, so this building is now moving, and we're going to put him in the right spots. I can put him here and just use the X button to do that, but I'm going to stick it, you know, I'm going to stick it right in the middle of this intersection. And of course he's facing the wrong way, he needs the front of it, but I like that. And I'm going to put a bit of a plaza in here as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. In fact, let's do that now. Let's do something a little bit different here, and just go like this. Put him back at that, and that way it'll be a whole plaza going on there. And I'm actually going to put some fences around here. So why don't we go and do that? Yeah, let's go ahead. So this is this area here, and you've got some shops there as well. So what we could do is we could actually, if we've got shops, we could, well, we don't have footpaths out there yet, so let's not overly decorated. But what I will do is I'll go to scenery, and I'm going to go to fence. Let me just see what in-game fences before I decide I want to build my own. There's an iron fence. Is there any nice iron fences? Low metal fence. Do we have any nice fences in the game, or are we just looking at sort of metal fence? Everything's a bit fiddly. Where's the iron fence? Here it is. Yeah. And you can look at the size of the people as well. So this will be well, I think what we might do is okay, let me try with building, and then we'll go to here, and we'll do just once building material to be brick, and I want this to be city brick, and I want it to be everything. So all city brick assets, please. Okay, that's not enough assets. Let me try with classic brick. And you've got more there, which is pretty good. Let me just try and add in modern. No, I don't think I want modern, I want classic. Okay, so that is the set I'll probably use for the moment. And let me see if I can grab a low fence, 2 meters. Yeah, just see if we can add in a few things here. So first of all, let me just add in a new building. And then we'll put in some of these guys, and then we're going to just see if we can just, you know, fence this off a little bit, make it a bit nice. And let's add in a nice pillar. Yeah. So if I go like this, can I do that? Yes, I can. And then I can grab my X key and just do this. Yep. And then do this. Okay. Yeah, that kind of works, doesn't it? It does kind of work for the moment. I might actually just grab myself, if I come into here, jump out of that building, and can I please just grab an archer from scenery? Grab my archer. Yep, and just put him here and just sort of see what the size of the buildings would be. Great, thank you very much. Archer is there. Mr. Archer friend, thank you. You can go away. And we want to edit this building. And while I'm editing it, I do want to just grab everything and then duplicate it and spin it. And just see if I can get myself to the edge of this. I can. If I place that, how are we going with the placement of the building? Oh, I think that's quite good. Yeah, that is quite good actually. I'm happy with that. Right. Okay. Now, if we're doing this, let me see about this topping of the wall. Z, and I want that to be up and up. So if I go to, oh God. Okay, grid size, please, down to 1 meter. Can you not be complete nightmare things? Yeah. No, you're going to be a nightmare. Good. Good. I think I can go to half a meter here, can I? Nope, nope, no I can't. No I can't. But what I could do is I think I could start this elsewhere. Well, I could even just do this. Hang on. Am I happy with that? That is quite tall actually. Okay, let's just go with the moving and then do the height thing. Now I want the grid height to be right down as well. So if I do that, okay, what it could do is just pop the topper on, and then we can actually, while we're there, we can do 2 meters, 1 meter for the pillars. Just looking at different pillars there. I do like the idea of the brick pillars, but maybe I need to get some concrete in here, just to sort of mix in. So why don't I get rid of the classic and go to the pillars and just look at some stone casings. We've got a 4 meter stone casing there. Now that is kind of getting there. I probably don't want the decorated part of it. What am I looking at? Just columns. I want decorative column though. Let me just keep looking here for a moment. What is this? Rough concrete? No. Ooh, lots of British Museum assets in there. Wooden post? Definitely not. So why you got that? Okay, let's go back to modern wood column. Nope. Gingerbread? No. Okay, let's, yeah, I think we'll just grab a stone column and just see if we can put this in. So if we put this here and then go like that, and we'll just let's just get some basics sort of parts happening here. Let's put this right to the edge. I just want to probably go out a tiny bit and then in a tiny bit. And then I want to see if I can get them in even spacings. So let me put him down to there. Right, that's nice. But I don't like this, do I? Nope. Okay, I want to see if I can get myself under walls and all. I just want to see if I can get, let me see if I can get a nice topper to that. Ah, yeah, cast stone wall 1 meter. I could put this in as a topper. Where are you? Why are you? Yep. So if I go like that, Right, this city block is turning into a bit of a nightmare. Let's not get stuck into this. But what I do want to do is just add in some greenery and just show you how that can kind of work as well. We're going to have some gates here, something opening out, but just to have the bottom of it decorated a little bit, I think is going to be good. But I'm going to go back and just play with that because I'm getting myself all symmetricized. And I think it's it's not brilliant for the episode, so I'll leave that part out. Now, if we look at the rest of the buildings here, there are lovely buildings that I want to be able to continue using. It is funny, I've got this guy here, but I think I really need to move him. So let me place him sort of right on the. Do I have a front of this guy? I think I decided I wanted the front to be. I don't mind that. Yeah, I think I will do that one because that's his sort of stacked side. So I think that's pretty good. Yeah, that side. I think that's it. Yeah, and I want to put a super tall right next to him as well. So let's keep him that depth and then get a taller one in. And I want to see if I can do something with these tall skyscrapers. So first of all, if I grab this and I move him, sorry, actually just grab this and move him, thank you. Then I want to put this guy here because he's thin, but then what I want to do is see if I can duplicate him. No, in fact, see if I can grab him and go, what's he duplicates? Yeah, so if we go Control X him, then I should be able to put in, sorry, Control, if I go here, then I should be able to put the second iteration in. And this is where we get the height. Now I can put him anywhere here, but I'm going to get a join happening. But I love the idea of this because this is now getting to the scale of the super talls that are in New York. So I'm going to see if I can put a podium there, or just if I put him like this, just see if I can really. Oh, I think I might have got him relatively. So we're 3 windows, not 2. So we'd have to be there, yeah. So that would just put him at double the height. And now we're starting to get this super tall height. And he just sits out over the park. And I think that's really good. Okay, good. That is really nice. I'm really happy with that. Now, we need some smaller buildings flanking those guys. So let me put, where was a nice one? There was a lovely one just here. In fact, I did like this guy for the park part, but he might be a bit too tall. What else? Yeah, I really like one of these guys to be, what are you doing? What, are you 2 buildings, are you? Oh, nice. Okay, well, why don't we move them both together? So we get that, and then we go, hang on. Okay. Well, let's just move. And I want to move you, and can I grab more than one thing? Can I grab both of you? Yeah. And then move both of you together. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I want to put you on this bit here. Because that's nice and low. And what I'm thinking is if I put you here actually, let me just put you flat. Yeah, flat like that. Okay, I need to get you on the right orientation though. So if I put you sort of there, you go, and then I go grab tool, grab it, undo that, and go this one. Now I want to just turn off the snapping there and just see if I can get him cement. Yeah. Now to get him perfectly cement, I'm gonna have to use my sidewalks and just see if I'm happy, which I never will be with these things, but that's all right. And he's right on it there. We can always move it back, but that works for now. Yeah, we might have to move things off the sidewalk a bit later, but we can do that. Yeah, so now we're stacking these quite nicely. And this leaves room for my British Museum building to be here, and I think that could be cool. With a big park around it. And that could be good, because I think the British Museum building is probably going to be about this size. If not, I can have it in this whole quarter here and just move this guy across, and I think that will work quite nicely as well. But I love the idea that you're seeing down the city, and it is quite good. I like the perspective heights between the talls, the super tall, and then this coaster. Again, I'm really proud of the coaster here, and I like this because it is a very, we covered this a few episodes ago, but it's a very big lift run, but and it's somewhat unrealistically big, although there's probably these sizes in the world, but it's also built on a mound, and so I like the idea they've used the terrain to do it. Now, of course, this is in the rolling hills over here, so it might be the case in, I guess, the lore of this park that there were lots of hills around here. We just kept one of them, but also, no expense has been spared in putting in this lovely hill. So yeah, I'm very happy with that coaster, the out and back. Yeah, very happy with it. Let me know if you're happy with it in the comments as well. Okay, we'll just do one more placement here. This building here is starting to annoy me a bit, but I'm not sure. I do like the double stack, but it's just a bit too... It's a bit too, I don't know, Planet Coastery for me for the moment. But what else will we do? Let's just get something else in here. These guys we could put in. Yeah. So am I out of that building? I am out of that building. So what about if I grab... what? You're just a whole stack of stuff, are you? Yeah, you should be... Nope, I have to grab the whole building. Okay, good. So if I go grab and move, let me just move all these stacks of pieces of stuff and put them in somewhere. We are keeping some free, so but that could work if we're just keeping the sort of stack, and then I like that they're all around the other one. I like that. Now we will just get a little bit distance here. Yeah, I'll do that. I don't mind that. I think that's nice. And then I'm just going to grab our friend here and move him. And he's got his own plaza. I do like that as well. But let's just for now put him kind of here. And let's also just turn snapping back on in a sec, but for now just put him there, and I'll get in between episodes, I'll get the footpaths in and we'll start to see it. And so now we're starting to preserve some areas here for older buildings surrounded by these big tall skyscrapers. Very good. I like this. Happy with this. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this this episode. Don't forget to yeah, I'm going to leave the episode here. This has been episode I believe 8 of our Thames Valley Studios, yeah, let me know what you want to see next. I will be working on different things at different times, but please let me know what you want to see in this series. Don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode of Planet Coaster, our Thames Valley Studios series. Cheers.